Welcome back to Vel, Ohio, and before we get into the video, we're about 3 weeks out from McLain Farms Adventure Race at this point. As I'm sure that you saw in the title, I did suffer just about the worst crash of my life. I suppose that doesn't involve a Honda Pilot. So before we get into the video, I do just want to warn you that there is some graphic imagery and a few choice, colorful, profane words as well, which are typically not in my videos. So if you have an aversion to either puncture wounds or foul language, you know, maybe check out the next video coming up. Race morning here. Welcome to Irondale, Ohio, and we are just about to start the McLain Farm Adventure Race. So like I said in the last video, we do have a couple modifications to the bike here today. Of course, we did get the aerobars on there. 32 tooth front chain ring, and we have those Schwalbe Nubby Nicks on there. I'll dispense with the excuses right away. Picked up a cold. Let's not let that hold us back. See how the weather changes the course here today. I guess it's going to be pretty deep in spots. Might be some hike-a-bike, but I'm excited. Great atmosphere. Talked to Mike and Matt, the race organizers, briefly before the race, and they want to conduct an interview afterwards. So hopefully I still have my powers of speech. But yeah, let's get lined up here, get ready for action.
These are the chloroplast signs that you all see out on every turn, color-coded for the route you're doing, 60, 40, 20, blue for the 20, obviously. Gold. Come on, Jack, let's go! Spin to win!
Right behind you.
Okay, go straight.
Yeah.
Okay, the line's high.
All right, we're flattening out here.
Gravel bike.
This is the toughest climb I've ever seen. Good fight, man.
Good work.
This hill's insane.
Good work. Your videos make this look easy. Lies. Good work, man.
You'll be in the next video, right? All right, so 10 miles in, that church climb was ridiculous. Not only was it steep, but there was just, once you picked a lane, you were locked in. You couldn't go across those trenches. So 10 miles in, I'm loving this bike. I have no regrets about skipping the gravel bike for today. All that freshly graded gravel was like 3 layers deep of walnuts. And the 2.8s are just so wide, just float over it. They don't try to dig in. It's like being on a hoverboard. So I've been messing around with my camera. I missed the whole beginning. There was this cool kind of cornfield cyclocross section that I missed for you, but I'm working it out. I think I'll have some good footage. Anyway, back to the action here. Oh, you're coming for me, buddy. Beautiful country out here, man. Horses running, chasing after the sheep. We got some goats and pigs. Tell a goat and pig story. Oh boy. Pretty tight. Okay, so 15 miles in, this is the third of the 10 major climbs. It looks like there are 10 major peaks. It's climb number 3. So far, so good. Do you see that? I'm not pushing too hard, just a little run down with a cold. My whole family had it. I was trying to go super healthy for a couple weeks, get lots of sleep. I lost about 4 pounds, tried to be in shape, not get sick, and of course a couple days before the race I finally get sick. So I'm trying to hang in there for about 3 hours without overdoing it, and then I'll put it down for the last 60 to 90 minutes. And so far, so good. Like I said, equipment is handling things great. I think I'll just at least feel fresher, even if ultimately it's not quite as fast. Of course you did. But you did, but you did. You don't see a lot of switchbacks in Ohio. Oh, I drove in on this road. This was about all that my Civic could handle. If you don't mind, I got you on camera here because there are men, and then there are men here. Rocking the single speed.
Oh, that's all good.
It's unreal.
Stupidity's got me a long way in life.
Yeah.
You having fun?
Oh, this is a tough course. Happy I brought the mountain bike, so
Yeah.
kudos to you.
That's the right ride, that's for sure. I'm glad to hear you using all your gears.
I'm sure you'll catch me again here.
Go.
Fuck. Jesus. Well, that fucking sucked. That's about as bad as it gets, except that I'm alive. I don't know what to think about that. I'm not happy. Oh my God. I don't know if it's worth it. Sure, that's the steepest gradient I'll see today. I guess I hope my bike is okay. I need fucking stitches on that. Oh, fuck. Okay, so the race is, I guess, the least of my worries at this point. I'm pretty surprised that I'm not properly messed up right now. The sock that I brought for dry socks is now containing my gash that I'm pretty sure needs stitches. I'm pretty surprised that my bike is still working. I have 32 miles to go. I don't know if I'm going to finish this one. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if I just need to get that arm looked at as soon as possible. I'm frustrated. I don't know what I did wrong. I guess I just carried too much speed. I guess I'm not as good at descending as I need to be carrying as much speed as I was. I mean, that's the answer. My suit's all torn to shreds too, so I guess the least of my worries is the fact that my ass is just hanging out in the breeze right now. I'm just really disappointed. A little pity party. I really enjoy doing these events. I don't like the idea of needing to give it up because it's just too risky.
So I'm just gonna keep riding. We'll see how it goes. Just not feeling all that great right now in any domain of physical or emotional well-being. Yeah, man, I mean, come on. I don't know. I don't know. It's not like I didn't sign a waiver, so I get it. These roads are in really bad shape. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I'm trying to replay my crash in my head. I think I picked the wrong lane, and I think I had too much speed. I don't think I gave it enough respect. I was getting really comfortable with the capability of the mountain bike, but that was the bike doing the work, not me. So, mountain bike speeds lead to mountain bike mistakes, I guess. So these have been a pretty lonely 10 miles with my thoughts. And I guess I would just like to get to the finish line so I can hit the road, get my arm sewn back together. I can't say I'm looking forward to descending. So I guess let's tiptoe. 3 miles to go, one more climb. My drivetrain sounds miserable. Riding through that little knee-deep creek crossing. I tried to get all the way through and didn't quite get there. I think I would have learned my lesson by now and just walked around. My effort's been decent, but the crash kind of knocked the wind out of my sails a bit. But let's be honest too, this race is pretty savage, so I'm giving it a good effort. And for everyone that's slowly passing me, taking pictures of my butt hanging out the back of my skin suit, I say thank you. I hope it brightens up your day. I'm happy that's out there on the internet now. Anyway, one more long ascent, about 350 feet, I think, maybe 500 feet. I don't know, the last one's the steepest one, and then just downhill into the finish. So let me get both hands on the bars before I F this up again. So last descent here. Let's, you know, keep it together. I don't think my finish position hinges upon this descent. Well, I guess you get to see the single track after all. Take you into the finish. I guess this is untimed. It said I've already arrived. Another concerned citizen came by me to ask if I was okay. And I want to say, of course I'm not. My ass is hanging out for everyone to see. And I'm headed to get some sutures. But I didn't want a DNF. Given the conditions and given the outcome of that crash and not dying, that's all good news. Not breaking my skull on a rock. Given all that, the only thing that would have made this worse would have been to DNF. So I'm happy that I put in the miserable, painful effort after that fall. So I'm going to get back to my car and put some clothing on to start. Talk to the race directors quickly, and then I'm off to the finest local ED that I can find. This was kind of fun on the way out. A little cyclocross warm-up. It is a little less enjoyable right now. Just a little sore and tired. I think this is just about 5 hours. My Wahoo said it was 7,000 feet of climbing, not 6,000. I don't know which is true. Even if it were 6,300, it's a lot of climbing for 56 miles. I wonder how many people biffed it just on the mud. I just don't even. The footage would have been more exciting on the way out too, instead of just the tired ramblings of a salty old man with a skinned elbow. I did text my wife to ask her if she could track down an emergency department for me and to give her a little bit of time to get used to the idea of me injuring myself again with my silly hobbies. Oh. And the race had been going so well. I feel like my tires weigh 1,000 pounds right now with that mud. That is one downside of the big boys. I need some fluids. Let's replace some blood volume. That'd be good. Thanks. I'm just covering up my ass for you.
Nice. Mommy like.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm covering it up?
Yeah, man.
He was just so.
Anybody have a clothes pin?
Nah, you're fine.
Good job, man. You gotta go in there.
Oh, I gotta go in here. After all that, does it count if I go in backwards?
Way to finish, man.
Oh man.
Can I get you a cold bottle of water or anything?
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, it's not all bad. There's some upsides. Yeah, I gotta head to an ED. I gotta get stitches in my arm. It's pretty well cut open, yeah. So.
Oh man, what happened?
It was the fourth descent, I think.
Okay.
It was like super, kind of rutted washed or whatever. I guess I just had too much speed. I don't know. I got to a point where there was sort of a drop. So it's like, all right, I'm not going to have traction as I'm in the air to take this right. I can try to take the right. I know I can't. So I just started locking it up, and I went over the side. So once you go down the side, it's just like a steep drop there.
Yeah.
So the impact could have been way worse. I think just the fact I was going downhill made it okay, but it was just rocks and trees with broken off branches, so I think I just got like punctured.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like held up like a net by my skin suit. I was like, oh, you know. So I just took 20 minutes to get back up, and I mean, I had like 30 miles to go. I was like,
that's awesome.
I was like, I'm alive. It's gonna hurt, but the only thing that can make this worse is if I DNF now. So
I respect the hell out of that as an athlete. You know, I didn't have anything happen like you, but you know, I've had, you know, mechanical where I've had a single speed at home, like the last 30 miles of races and stuff. And I'm not a single speeder, that kind of shit, you know
right.
I mean? So yeah, I totally can appreciate what you did today, as far as from an athletic standpoint.
I was just thinking like, well, you know, there's no cell service, and if I'm halfway in, then
you're halfway home.
I'm halfway home.
Exactly.
Like, what's the difference at this point? So, yeah. So ultimately, I did end up in the emergency department probably about 11 hours after the crash actually happened. I did get 6 sutures in my left elbow, and besides that, just a whole lot of bumps and bruises. But as I said, I'm 3 weeks out from the race. Last weekend was actually the next race in the series, and I was able to compete and finish and do pretty well in that. So things are rolling along in the right direction. Thank you for checking out the video. Please stay safe out there, and I don't know, potentially picking up an extra couple seconds on a death-defying downhill is not worth it in the scheme of things if you have to make it to work on Monday. See you in the next one. Thanks a lot.